guys, it's Kendra. So welcome back to our channel, and for today I'm going to be doing another fragrance video for you guys, and I'm super excited to be doing this video because it's going to be another fragrance guide for you guys, and it's going to be a fresh and flirty girl guide because I know you guys have been enjoying my fragrance videos recently when I give you guys like a cultivated, curated routine and I assign like a certain scent profile to it. So I did my vanilla girl guide. If you're a vanilla girl, you should go check that video out, and that's typically my go-to like signature scent profile. But when I'm in a different mood, I do like to try out other scent profiles. So I also did a anti-vanilla girl guide. If you guys are not into vanilla fragrances, then that video is going to be for you. And if you like a fresh, clean, super like almost unisex type scent profile, then you're gonna really love that video. But this video is gonna be somewhere in the middle. It's gonna be very fresh, feminine, flirty, a little bit of fruity. So we're gonna have like a nice mixture of the two scents, but we're definitely gonna be in spring territory for this video. That's the theme of the video. So we're gonna be fresh and flirty, but this is gonna be spring focused, and this routine is gonna include a lot of new products. So let me stop rambling and let's just hop right into the fresh and flirty girl guide because you're gonna like a lot of this stuff. So for the routine in particular, you always want to start with something antibacterial. You want to get all the dirt off first, like I always say in these kind of videos. So for sure, start with your go-to antibacterial soap, whether it's like a Dove Beauty Bar or some kind of like liquid body wash, whatever it is that gets you clean, go in with that first. And the next step, you are going to want to go in with a nice, fresh, fruity body wash, and one that I found that I think is perfect for the springtime is from this brand called Cremo. This is the body wash Wild Iris Musk, and I really love the other one. It's like the Jasmine Sandalwood. I forgot the notes, but it's like in the more tan packaging, and it's basically supposed to be like the Baccarat Rouge body wash version. It's like it smells exactly like that perfume, but the body wash, I have that one, but this one is more suitable for the springtime, I think, and I think you guys are gonna love this one. So I'm a huge fan of Iris. It's one of my favorite florals in perfumes. I like the feminine, fresh, powdery undertone that it has, but for some reason I don't really smell it that much in here. So even though it says Wild Iris Musk, I do smell a lot of the musk. So if you guys are a fan of Ex Nihilo's Fleur Narcotic perfume, if you've ever smelled that, this is basically the body wash version, or is very similar to that perfume. So this does have citrus sorbet, wild iris, and fluffy musk. And I love these body washes, like the formula of this Cremo body wash, because it's super hydrating. It's not drying, it doesn't strip your skin of the natural oils, and this does say it's a rich skin moisturizing formula. So you do want to go in with a body wash that has some kind of fresh, fruity fragrance to it, and this is for sure fresh and fruity in my opinion. And I love the citrus note in here. It does have some citrus in there, but it's not like a medicinal citrus, like to where it smells just like oranges. It's a very creamy, like fluffy citrus, like the fluffy musk in the base, I think gives it like a nice sensual smell. And the wild iris, even though I don't smell a lot of it, it still gives it that feminine light touch. So I really enjoy this body wash. If you guys haven't tried this one, because I know the other one is super popular, this one is just as good. Just give it a chance, and especially for the springtime, you're gonna love this one. The way it smells up my shower, I'm obsessed. So that's gonna be your second step. Next, we're gonna wanna go in with a nice moisturizer, but something more simple. I wouldn't recommend like a super fragrant body lotion. And if you do like something fragrant, I would go in with something light. But for me, I just like something simple, like my Eucerin Intensive Repair Lotion. This is like the lotion of all lotions. This is probably like my top 2 lotions of all time that I will continue to repurchase. This is the rich formula, so it's gonna be the most moisturizing, and I like this one because it does not have a smell. And when I'm working with these kind of scents, like in the floral, fresh, fruity kind of scent profile, I do like to lean more like simple when it comes to like my body lotions and creams. In my vanilla girl guide, you want to layer the vanilla like in each step, and that's going to give you like that vanilla scent all day. But for this kind of scent profile, I do feel like if you like mix too many like floral ingredients, it can kind of go left. And that's why I recommend going simple with the body cream, because this is going to stay on your skin. Even though the body wash does give you a nice like light scent, you're gonna rinse this off anyway. So yeah, so I just find that going in with something light for your lotion step is helpful. And after lotion, obviously going with your go-to deodorant, whatever that is, I would go the simple route. Make sure something in the clean family or something in like the fresh fruity category, like a pear or an apple, something in that category. Or like I said, just do like a fresh clean powder scent. Those two are perfect for your deodorant step. Or I've been liking an unscented deodorant lately. I forgot to get it, but I've been liking the Vanna Cream deodorant, and that's just been my go-to. That works really, really well. So that's the deodorant step. Those are the only two mandatory steps that I require in this video if you don't want to do any of these things. And if you're just watching this for fun, just shower, put on deodorant, moisturize your body. Those are the basics. Everything else in between is just for fun. But the next step after deodorant, I think is going to be really helpful if you're someone who wants your scent to last all day. This is going to be a key step, I think, that I found that makes a huge difference when I'm doing like this kind of fragrance routine to make my scent last all day, and that is going to be a perfume oil. So I love perfume oils. I think they are an underrated step in a body care routine when you want your scent to last all day. And this one is from the brand Eternal Perfume Oils, and this one is in the scent Fresh and Feminine. This is perfect for this time of year. It's literally what the name says, fresh and feminine. It's very dainty, delicate, fresh, clean, and this is a floral perfume oil. So if you're afraid of florals, I do think this was a nice introduction perfume oil to like florals if you're not super obsessed with like the floral scent, because there's something very delicate about this that I think is going to be very crowd pleasing for those of you who are picky with florals. This has a little bit of fruit in there, so this is definitely in the fruity floral category, but the fresh fruity florals. So it's not like the juicy kind of fruity. This has a very fresh, crisp, fruity floral scent to it. So if you guys have ever smelled Marc Jacobs Daisy, I used to wear that like a long time ago, like maybe like 15 years ago, but it's not in my scent profile like today. As of now, I wouldn't wear the actual perfume, but as a perfume oil, this scent profile pairs really well with a lot of the fragrances I'm going to talk about today. So this is basically Marc Jacobs Daisy in a perfume oil. And the notes for this are white musk, violet leaf, and strawberry. And that strawberry is giving it like that hint of fruit that doesn't make it too floral, which is why I said a lot of people would really love this who love like fresh fruity scents. And the violet leaf and the white musk are giving it like a really nice feminine, soft, delicate vibe that I really love. And the white musk in here is very complementary to the musk and the body wash that I mentioned from Cremo. So I do think finding products that complement each other with like similar notes is going to be the key for you in these routines. I think I mentioned that before, but make sure you find like a go-to note that's like sticking out in every single category, from body wash all the way to perfume. So this fragrance oil is a huge key in this routine to getting it to last all day like your scent. So love Fresh and Feminine. This brand also has other scents like as far as their perfume oils, but this Fresh and Feminine one is really, really nice. So highly recommend checking Eternal Perfume Oils out. I really love this one, and a little bit goes a long way. You just need like a couple of like drops on each arm, and I just like kind of rub my arms together, and that's pretty much all you need. So next we're gonna get into what I like to call perfume primer, and that's body spray. And I have two options because I want you guys to pick based on like what you're in the mood for, because sometimes like when I'm not in just a strictly vanilla mood, or if I'm not in just like a fresh clean mood, I like to have like some kind of balance with one of the steps in my routine. So body spray is going to be like that step for me. So I do have both of these from Victoria's Secret, and this one is Bare Vanilla. Bare Vanilla is going to be if you are in a vanilla mood that you want to mix with like your florals. So if you want to get that hint of vanilla coming through, this is perfect if you want to go the warmer route. And this is also going to mix well with your warm florals. So if you have any warm floral perfumes, pair Bare Vanilla with it, and you're going to love the dry down. The warmth of the Bare Vanilla with your warm florals is going to be very complimentary. So this is Whipped Vanilla Soft Cashmere, and it says skin to skin. Bare Vanilla has been one of my favorites for years, so that's why I've gone through so many of these. But this is fantastic for like the warm loving girls. And then if you want to go for something more fresh and fruity, then I highly recommend Velvet Petals. Velvet Petals is absolutely gonna be like your fresh, delicate, fruity scent. And it's not as floral as the title claims to be. It says velvet petals, but it's definitely more of a creamy petal kind of scent, and it has some fruitiness to it. The notes don't say fruit, but I for sure smell it. Again, Kelsey calls this gummy bears in a bottle. It smells like gummy bears to us. And it says Lush Blooms Almond Glaze. Gummy bears. Kelsey was right about that. But this is definitely if you want to go the fresh fruity route. So these two options are a great step, I think essential to giving your perfume the base that it needs. Like I said, Body Spray's Perfume Primer. And now for my favorite step of this routine. This is going to be perfume. I'm going to share with you guys my top 5 spring perfumes for this year that I'm going to be wearing non-stop and that I've already started wearing. I'm obsessed with. So the perfume step is going to be essential because this is what's going to make your scent last all day. My first top 5 spring fragrance is going to be something new from my collection, and that is from the brand Chloe. You guys know I love the original Chloe, but I've been wearing that forever. And if you watch my Anti-Vanilla Girl guide, then I talked about it in there. Go check that out if you're into like super fresh, clean scents. This is very similar to the original. This is Chloe de Roses, and this is going to be more on the floral side, less strictly clean. This is just going to be just as feminine as the original Chloe, but this is leaning more rose focused, and I love the rose in this because it's a very dewy, wet, aquatic kind of rose. When I wore this yesterday, Kelsey immediately noticed that it was something different. So it doesn't smell exactly the same as the original Chloe, and she said it had like a fresh out of the shower kind of quality about it. But the rose in this is done super dewy, and like if rose petals had like raindrops on them, that's kind of what this smells like. That's like the perfect description. So it's like wet, dewy rose petals. I really love Chloe de Roses. So this is in the classic floral category, but this does say it has some amber musk in there. In the base, it does have some damask rose, and it has bergamot. So the bergamot is probably what's giving it that fresh quality. It has like a really nice freshness to it that I really like, but it does have like a sensual dry down in the base, which is why I love that it has like that amber musk in there. So if you guys are looking for something that's delicate and fresh, but the dry down is still slightly warm, but not too warm to the point where it smells like a vanilla, because this is not a vanilla perfume. This is like a nice balance of like both. If you're looking for something that's not too soapy and something that's not too floral, is like the perfect balance. So I've been loving Chloe de Roses. The only thing is I have to spray on so much because this is a very light scent. The longevity is not super long, so you have to spray on more, but that's fine because you guys know if I need to spray more, I will. So that one was perfect for the daytime. I have another daytime fragrance that's perfect for like an everyday casual spring vibe, and I've worn it out. I've actually been wearing this since last year, but I always forget to mention it because I had it like stored away under my sink. But I'm gonna talk about something from the brand Finery, and this is called Flower Bed. This perfume has had me in a chokehold for a while. It's the least expensive perfume out of my lineup that I have to talk about, but this packs a beautiful punch. I'm obsessed with Flower Bed. If you guys are into fresh classic florals and you like that clean, almost green-like kind of scent, and you're not into sweet scents, like you hate sweet smells, Flower Bed is for you. If you want to smell fresh, crisp, like a white tea, super sophisticated but casual and effortless, Flower Bed is for you. I love this scent. It's just perfect if you just want to feel fresh and clean. So this has lush peony. You guys know I love peony or peonies. I love the note of peony. And it has green apple and wild bamboo leaf. This is so fresh and so beautiful. I know they have some other scents that are like dupes to other like well-known perfumes, but Flower Bed I feel like doesn't get talked about a lot, and it's so underrated. So if you're into like a fresh, clean, crisp scent, you can also smell the green apple in here. Like it says, you can smell the green apple for sure. And if you're into like a fresh, fruity scent, you're going to love this. This is absolutely phenomenal. Love the green fruit in this, like the green apple. I said it smelled green, and that's what I'm smelling, the green apple and the bamboo leaf. It's bomb. So if you're not into sweet scents, then this is probably your scent. Okay, so now my last three, we're definitely going to be getting into some sweet scents. So if you're like a sweet girly, you're going to be obsessed with these. And these are going to be like your go-to nighttime or day to night fragrances for the spring season, I think. And my next one is going to be one of my all-time favorites for the springtime, and that is Delina a la Rosé. Love this version of Delina. This is probably the freshest one that you're going to find. It's very aquatic, very fresh and clean. Still has the Delina DNA. You're going to smell that rose, but you're going to smell it in a way that's more fresh and aquatic. There's like a pear note in here that's very, very dominant. And if you love pear notes, you're going to love this one. This also has white musk, so we're going to keep the theme going with the musk like I mentioned earlier. This has some musk in there. It also has peony, and you guys know I've been obsessed with peony since forever. Like I said, it's like the perfect floral for spring because peony has like this delicate feminine touch to it that's not too sweet, but it's still very inviting and like really beautiful to me. So I love the peony in this. I love the pear, and I love the musk. And it also has a woody quality to it as well because it has some vetiver in there. So this is just like an all-around 10 out of 10 spring fragrance if you're looking for something that's super sophisticated but sexy but delicate. That's what this is to me, like those three adjectives: sophisticated, sexy, delicate. And also if you like a clean vibe, this is for you. As you can see, I have a huge dent in here because I wear it a lot this time of year. So I've had this like over 2 years and I still have some left, so I'm getting my money's worth. So next is a fragrance that I've been super excited to try, and I recently got it in PR, and I was gonna get it anyway if I didn't get this. So I was super excited and happy to receive it in the mail when I saw it, and that is Fleur Rose Whip. This is one of their newest fragrances in their line, and you guys know I love rose. It's probably one of my favorite florals, and I have so many rose fragrances, but this one is definitely in like the dark rose category, and it looks like it smells like the bottle. It's very sexy, but it's very feminine. And when I saw the name Rose Whip, I was like, is it gonna smell like a whipped rose, like whipped cream? But then when I sprayed it and let it like sit and settle, I'm like, no, this is more rose whip, like actual whip. Dangerous Woman vibes. I love this scent because it's like the perfect day into night. It's not too dark to where you can't wear it in the daytime, but it definitely does give like a beautiful nighttime sexy essence that I really love. So Rose Whip has a similar rose that the original Delina has, in my opinion. It's definitely in that jammy rose category. This is not a fresh, dewy kind of rose. It's not an aquatic rose. It's a sweet, jammy rose. So it's like a thicker, more dense kind of rose. It's so pretty. It has fantastic projection. I love like the scent profile because I do feel like Fleur has like a lot of just fresh, delicate, sweet scents. And this is probably like their sexiest scent in my opinion from what I've also smelled. This does have blackcurrant rose, and it does have some cashmere wood in there. So I do think the cashmere wood is giving it like a nice creamy touch. And I think this would pair really well with Velvet Petals for some reason, because I think it has like a sensual quality to it that Velvet Petals has. It has something similar, just in my opinion. I think maybe it's the fruitiness to it, because I did say the Velvet Petals is like a fruity floral, and this does have some blackcurrant in there. So it has like the perfect balance of like that fruity floral, but still giving it like that nice sweetness and the darkness that's perfect for nighttime. I love this. So I'm super happy that I ended up loving it, because like I said, y'all, when I saw that they were coming out with this, I was like, I need to smell that. And I had high hopes for it, and I really do love it. So Rose Whip is fantastic for like a spring night. And last but not least is going to be probably like my biggest surprise of a fragrance that I probably think is going to be for the entire year. I was not expecting to love this fragrance. I also received this in PR, and I was super grateful to get it because I was in complete shock when I fell in love with this. And this is from House of Beau. This is Ave Maria. This is stunning. If you hate gardenia like I do, this is going to change your mind. So this is a gardenia leaning fragrance, but it's definitely a fruity, warm floral in my opinion. It has this beautiful, sweet gardenia, but I think the pear, and there's some cashmere in here that's giving it like a lush warmth. It's very creamy, very sexy. It's very ethereal, but it's a very sweet, rich ethereal scent to it. This smells like wealth. This smells like a delicate woman. She's doing less and receiving more. That's like the vibe I get from this perfume. Like, it's so beautiful. It's extremely feminine. And it does have a wine note in it that I don't smell in the opening, but you smell later, but it's very light. So if you don't want to smell like red wine, don't be alarmed, because it does have a red wine note in there. But you mostly get like that beautiful juicy pear and the gardenia. Like I said, I don't like gardenia. Like, I've never liked it. It's never been my kind of floral that complements my skin well, but this one, the way it's formulated, is absolutely stunning. So I highly recommend Ave Maria. If you guys have not given it a whiff, definitely smell it first, like in person. This is not something I would recommend you blind buy, because it's very unique, because it does have some other florals in there like neroli, and neroli is not always, you know, super likable to a lot of people. So it just depends on the kind of girl you are. But if you want to smell super unique, ethereal, sexy, but it's like an understated sexy, you're going to love Ave Maria. And like I said, I was pleasantly surprised with this scent, because when I saw the gardenia note, I was like, it's not gonna be for me. And then I sprayed it and I was just blown away. So Ave Maria is definitely in my top 3 spring fragrances of this year. I think I'm going to continue to wear it into the summer, because it's just that beautiful. But I've used quite a bit for this bottle to be so big. And like I said, I was just so grateful to receive this in PR, because this brand, House of Beau, is absolutely one of my favorite houses right now, especially in the niche market. They just do fragrance so well, so unique. I love the way they formulate their scents. So I highly recommend Ave Maria from House of Beau if you're looking for something super unique, sexy, and ethereal. So I hope you guys found this helpful if you're not a vanilla girl, or if you don't really like just the strictly fresh, clean, non-vanilla scents. I hope the girls who like to be somewhere in the middle ground found this video helpful. So if you're not vanilla leaning, or if you're not just super fresh, soapy, out of the shower leaning, you're going to like this scent profile and this routine that I cultivated for you guys. Let me know in the comments what are your favorite spring scents this season, what you're going to be wearing, because I do find that this is a tricky area for me sometimes to like cultivate like a body care routine, because spring is not my favorite season. I always call it fall, but in reverse, because you guys know, like, I love the colder months. I love fall, and I love more gourmand, sweet scents. But these scents that I shared today, they have me excited for spring. So love that for me. So I will have these products linked in the description box if you guys are interested. If you want to try out some of these products, I will have them linked for you. And let me know what you guys want to see more of as far as fragrance videos go. I will have my fragrance playlist linked if you guys are interested. If you want to watch more fragrance content, you can continue watching after this. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see y'all next time.